Well, I've just started up the B25 with this first time with this shorty silencer, and wow, it's going to set car alarms off. It's that loud. I mean, it's just straight through everything. It's already blown whatever that is off there, and the rest of it is straight through. So I'm going to try and somehow make a dB killer out of this thing. So it's not worth me starting it up because the noise will actually not be recorded properly on the video camera because it is that loud, and obviously it's well going to offend the neighbours and other road users. So I'll see what we can do with this thing just to see if I can knock a few dBs off it. So I'll see you in a short while. So here's the diffuser without the K-POC or whatever, the fiberglass or whatever was wrapped around it, which was an absolute waste of time. So I've measured the inside diameter and worked out the surface area, and I've measured the perforation diameter and calculated the surface area of halfway, which is far more than whatever that is. Probably didn't need to measure it, but it is. No, it's about 3 or 4 times more than what that diameter is, surface area is, sorry. So the plan is, I've just, if you can pick that up, maybe. So that's the OD, the outer scribe, and the inner half scribe is a little disc I'm going to put in. So if I slit this or cut halfway down with a hacksaw blade, wide enough for the disc to fit in, and then found a Jubilee clip that will hold it in place, that will block off the pathway as the exhaust travels into here. It'll come up against this, cannot travel any further because that's a dead end, but then we'll be allowed to come out through here, and this is a greater surface area than this. So apart from the 90-degree turn, there should be very little restriction, and then it's going to hit the inner diameter of the silencer, and obviously it can't come out through there, so it's going to have to turn back through here and come out. So it should, in effect, I reckon, reduce the sound levels by at least 50%. Because otherwise, if I can't get it any less than that, I won't be able to use it because it is just too noisy. So let me cut this out, fit this, and then see what it looks like. It will fit in the Jubilee clip. I've tried it. When it's fast screwed down, it will just sneak in. So, I mean, the other thing I could have done, which means getting the welder out, I could have done it in steel. This is aluminium, and just welded it in place, but saves messing around dragging the welder out. So we'll see you in a sec. Okay, so there's the disc. So I've got the inside diameter is that half, and the outside diameter is that half. So the slot I've cut the same width, and that now will go in. There we go. So it sits on the outside OD bit on the edge of the perforations, so we're solid in the middle, and the excuse me, the Jubilee clip will sit on the outside of that, keeping everything in place. I mean, there's no reason why it shouldn't work, but let's get it in and give it a go. So we'll see you in a sec. still a tad on the noisy side. I might treat myself to a proper peanut shorty, get the noise down a bit lower, because it's still got that really loud metallic ting to it, which I'm not into noisy bikes, but yeah, there we go. Anyway, apart from a tank colour change, which I think I'm going to go for a light metallic blue, and decals, it's done. So yeah, it feels very light and agile. I'm sure that I could get the hang of it. It's a lot lighter than the B50. Just the noise level, but yeah, quite pleased. So didn't think I'd get this far before I went on holiday with air, and I'm just hoping now that the last video that we do before I head off for a few months will be the Daytona. When I get the V5C and the age-related number plate, and we'll be away, because I just want to get this road tested and get those carburetors nicely fettled, you know, like a nice tick over. And that's a lovely quiet bike. I love quiet bikes. I mean, on the I think it was 67 or 68 when they put the balance pipe across the front of the headers. It did a couple of jobs. It's allowed a little bit more scavenge on the valve overlap, so it gives a little bit more low down torque, but also every time it fires on whichever cylinder, effectively now you're using both silencers, so you know, it does reduce that loud, sharp, metallic explosion or detonation. So yeah, last job, road test on the Daytona, and that's it. So we'll catch you hopefully with the new registration number, my age-related number plate, insured, and my free road tax, because it's going to be registered as a historic vehicle, and we'll go for a little blast down the lanes and see what it's like. So hopefully we'll catch you before I go away.